Good afternoon. If you can see me, could you let me know? Sorry, it's a bit shaky. I don't quite know what's going on today, but something is. Oh, let's see if that's better. Oh, that might be better. Let's see if I can find you on. No, it's not come on there. So maybe I'm not live at all. Let's try again. Somebody's there. If you could give me a thumbs up if you can see and hear me, I'd be very grateful. Hi, Ali. Thank you, lovey. Oh, okay. Well, I had a very good start to the week. We had card and a cuppa, so it was busy. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you one of the new kits that's arrived to my house Friday, and I left it because I thought I'd unbox it with you guys and see how we get on. So enough about me, let's turn it around because we don't want to look at me, we want to look at what's on the table. Much better looking. Oh, now oh dear, technology. I'm gonna have to work this out one day, and let's see if I can get that round a bit better. No, it's not, but anyway, it's in a box. It's called the let me just check that I do remember the name correctly, Christmas Everywhere Kit. And oh, it's got stamps and a block and an ink pad and the box, of course, and this is the kit. As you can see, it's unopened. So what ink pad do we have in this kit? We have Lost Lagoon, very nice colour. This is the set of stamps that come in it. Merry, happy, warm wishes, Christmas, 3 little trees and a star, and of course a block. So I'm not going to use that block, I'm going to use my own blocks because I have a plan for those ones. So I'll just bring in my block. Hi Lynn! Long time no see, Lynn. Lynn joined us for card and a cuppa this morning. Hopefully she had a very nice time. I did. So let's open up the bag. Now, first things first, let's take it all out and see how we get on. So we do have, of course, this kit is what they call a stamping kit. So it comes with stamps and ink and a block. But as with all kits, it comes with the instruction leaflet, which is all pictorial. So you can put it together at your own pace, one for each card. There is a measuring guide that's in inches and centimetres there. It gives you beautiful clear photographs. My stand is very wonky today. Let me see if I can get this up a little bit better. Oh, a nice picture of my arm, sorry. Is that a bit better? Is that a bit clearer? The light's dreadful, it's that time of year. Sorry if it's not great. Anyway, back to the kit. So we have in the packet, look at these beautiful reds. Actually, let's check the colour out. On the back of the information sheet, you will always find the colours: Granny Apple Green, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock and Real Red. It'll also show you a picture of everything that's in the kit. And it contains supplies for 9 cards and envelopes. So 3 each of 3 designs. I'm going to leave that up there. The envelopes are lovely and, as always, fully lined. So they're lovely. We have a nice sheet of our favourites, good old dimensionals, and I'm going to cover these in some... Oh, it doesn't want to take it on there, but it will when it dries. Dimensionals, I've taken to scribbling over mine with a permanent marker so I can find the white caps when they're on my projects. So just cover them a little bit so that I know where to find them. And the little white bits. Hi, Andrea.
You're using a highlighter, not a pen.
I'm highlighter, that's why. Let's try, leave that for now. I'll come back to that when it's dried a bit. We then have card bases. So we have 3 red stripy card bases. Now, if you really want to make your stash work for you, you can cut these up and create far more than 9 cards. But we're just going to make the samples as per the instructions. What do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 panels that are all the same. I'm sure they are all the same and I haven't made a boo-boo. They have some pre-printed trees on them and little stars, and yes, they are, I was right, they are all the same. So we're going to use 3 of those because we're going to make 3 cards. They have obviously given you spares. This is the second card base in this beautiful Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. Again, double-sided, but with white inside so you can write your sentiments. Always handy. What's next? Oh, wow. Can you see the sparkle on these? Red sparkles. 1, 2, 3 sheets of those, all the same. So we'll need 1 of those for the project. Our final card bases are the Granny Apple Green ones. I love Granny Apple Green. It's one of my favourite colours. Again, double-sided and white on the inside. Hi, Mandy. Nice to see you again. Oh, look at this. We got some palm trees and some cactuses with glitter on them. Ooh. That's why it's for everywhere, because Stampin' Up is a global company, and we have demonstrators in the South Pacific as well as Europe and North America. And some parts of the South Pacific are in summer for Christmas, so this would work really well. I also have a very good friend who would really like that cactus for a Christmas tree, so that's going to be fun. And then we have a sheet of tags for our sentiments. So we're going to take 1 green one, 1 red one. Again, being careful, these have always got pips, what I call the little pips, so you have to take them out of the pack gently. You have 1 spare on each colour, which is always handy. So we're going to have a green card. Let me bring in my bone folder because I do like them nicely. These are all pre-scored. I'm just giving them a good reinforcing with my bone folder. And then I'm going to have a look at the pictures and work out what I need for each card. So we'll start with the red one. So we need a blue label. We need 1 of these pre-printed panels, 1 for each of the cards. So we've got a panel, a label, and we need some trees. Now, this card has these 2 trees, and again these are all pre-die cut for you, so they can certainly make life a lot easier for you. That's that card. Card number 2 is the Pretty Peacock. Hi, Frankie Sue. Long time no see. Everybody is coming out of the woodwork today. So we have another printed panel, die cut tag, and we are going to use, now the picture shows that we should use this and these 2. I think I'm going to play it up. I'm going to use this one, and I think I'm going to pop some. I'm going to go with the cactuses. I'm going to put some cacti with this one, just for fun. You get 5 of the cactuses and 5 of the, what do we call them, palms. So Granny Apple Green card base, last panel and last tag, and let's go for, oh, that's pretty. Aren't they pretty? And of course you can do these any way you like. This is a kit. It's a kit that you can craft on the go with because you don't need scissors. So you could take this on a plane or a train or any kind of journey. So long as you've got a space big enough to put the, I would recommend putting the board as your work set area so you can save everything when you're working. So if you're travelling, if it fits on there, you've got enough space. Okay, let's take the ink. Oh, mind my tea, sorry about that. There's the ink pad. Oh. And we're going to start with card number 1. So we're going to bring back our 3D foam because they're all going to go on there. But before I do that, let me stamp the sentiments. Actually, let's get the sentiments all stamped. Now, these stamp sets are, of course, useful for so many different things. So, what are we going to go for? See, I've got a very dirty stamping block there, but it still works. All it needs is a little piece of alcohol or hand sanitizer to clean it off. But I'm not doing that today. So I'm going to start with my red mat and I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. So I need Merry, just tear it off, don't tear it off, but pull it off of there and let it rest on top of the space where you want it to go, and the word Christmas. Now, I believe that I can stamp these two sentiments at the same time by placing them on my block, my cartouche, my sentiment strip first. I can see where they're positioned, and I can just put my block on top. 1, 2, 3. Peel it off. Now, opening these, there is, you look really carefully, a little perforated edge, but it can be a bit tricky to open. So you can do it with your nails if you have nails, but if you're like me and don't have nails, scissors do come in quite handy for that. The other thing I would say is I never completely detach them. That's the word I was looking for. I like to leave that so that I know that lid is going to stay on with that ink pad. So I'm going to ink up my stamp and I'm going to turn it around so I can see what it says, and I'm going to try it on my grid paper on my cardboard. Merry Christmas. That works a treat. Now, I believe in the kissing technique for inking up, where you hold both pieces in your hands and you clap them together or kiss them gently so that they don't get over inked. So we'll look down over there. 1, 2, 3. And there we have our first sentiment. Merry Christmas. What's our next sentiment going to be? Our next sentiment's going to be Happy Christmas. So I'm going to move the merry out the way. I'm going to find the happy, and I'm going to lay the happy down on top of my merry. Turn it over and check that it's actually where I want it. Ink up again. I do have ink all over my hands from this morning's card and the cuppa. I have washed my hands plenty times, but it's still inky. Happy Christmas. So that one goes onto the green label. There's loads of ideas running through my head at the moment about what you could do with these. I think they would be making some fab cards, but they could also make 1, 2, 3 some gift card holders. I'm feeling the gift card holders. Okay, so we're going to get rid of happy and merry, and we're going to go for warm wishes. So, warm. The reason we put them down, if I can get them to unstick from me, is to allow the photopolymer to relax a little bit, so it springs back into its shape properly. It's not such a big deal with sentiments, but certainly with images you would want to allow it to get back into the right place. Come on, get in there. Warm wishes. 1, 2, 3. I'll lift that up. Nice thing about photopolymer, you can see what you're doing through your block. 1, 2, 3. Try it on the board. 1, 2, 3. And there we have it. Okay, so this kit is bright and cheerful, based around reds and greens, but isn't what I would say are perhaps traditional greens and reds. They're more of what I would call a contemporary feel. And there we have warm wishes. So I'm going to plop all of my sentiments back on there so that they can be cleaned after. No need to bore you with that now. So let's start up. We'll go back to this one, the one I'm changing up. No, we'll do that last because, yeah, that's better in my mind anyway. Okay, let's go for the green. I do like the green, I must admit. It's very nice. I think we're going to go crazy with our 3D foams. 3D foams, if you're a Stampin' Up person, you will call them dimensionals. I'm going to place the dimensionals on to the back of each of my trees, my Christmas trees, different styles of Christmas trees, and then place them where I want them to go. So they're going to go in a row. And the nice thing is, because we're putting 3 on here and there are 2 already pre-stamped, we're keeping our numbers odd, aren't we? And if you followed me for a while, you know I do like odd numbers. And Ali is my able assistant and keeps my counts for things going and tells me when I've tripped up. So there we go, they're roughly the same. And the last one. And these cards are quite dimensional because we're also going to put 3D foam on the back before we place it on our card base. I'm using 5 for a card base and 2 for a, what do you call them? Tree, but you can use how many you like. So if your name's Jillian Moore and you're with the other half of 2 big girls, you'd have at least another 4 on there. Okay, make sure your card is opening the correct way. This weekend I made some cards and I made 3, yes, 3 on the trot that all opened the wrong way. Yeah, it did cause me a little bit of grief. Well, it meant I had to redo everything, which was a little frustrating. So, for our sentiment, we're only going to put our 3D foam along the bottom edge because we're not going to be, we're going to go partially over the white. So what I'm going to do is actually place my 3D foam on the card base rather than this panel. That way I can get them where I want them. There we go. And card number 1 is made. Super simple, but really effective. And I love the bling and the colour palette. I think that's really pretty. So, straight on to card number 2. And again, I think this is going to be pretty much the same. This time, I'll show you a different way you could do it. You can put your card base, your card panel on your card blank first. So we're checking it's the right way up. We're going to pull off our tags. that up in this. When you put these down, I would suggest that you go 3 sides equal and leave the bottom slightly larger, because I think that will give you a better look. Now, do you know what? I've just realised I haven't done something on here. I haven't done any stamping of these trees. What a wally. But you know what? I really like the look of them without the stamped pieces, so I'm going to carry on with this. Maybe for the next one I'll change it up. So let's put some 3D foam on the backs of the trees. One. These are all pre-die cut, so it makes life a lot easier for you. 2. Let's do the final one. 3. I can't believe I stuck all those on without thinking of stamping. That's because I see what I see, and I like what I see. Hope you've all had a good weekend and have a good week planned. I'm going to do the same with the sentiment and pop it down there. 1 and 2. Take the blocks, the backings off, and put that there. Again, super simple, clean and simple, very pretty. Likey. Now this one, we're going to jazz it up a bit. We're going to follow the instructions. We're actually going to do some stamping on the mat. So let's grab a block. A bigger block. Let's grab a block, and we're going to use some of these trees. Let's use, which one shall I use? Do we like this one, or this one? Left, right, middle. I think we're going to go for this one. And we're going to need our ink, and we're going to ink him up again. So kiss. We'll try him on the grid, on the thing to see. Yep, I quite like that. So let's add some more trees to this forest. What you can do, of course, is second generation, so you get 2 tones. So you get 2 for the price of 1 there. Ink up. Stamp. Off. Huff. And stamp again. And you see how that creates 2 trees for the price of 1. So we're going to work with this one being in the middle, and we're going to have our 2 cactus trees around there. So do we need anything else? Oh, let's have a few more stars. Let's go take that one off. And this little star looks huge on tiny on lost on this big block, but it'll be okay. So we're going to put a few more stars. Are they stars or snowflakes? I think I'm going to go with snowflakes. Although why would we have snowflakes in the desert? Well, I don't know. Does it snow in the desert? I think it might. But I think that might get covered up. Trying not to make it equal. It's very tricky. Let's put these guys back in place and see what we have there. Then there's a straight line going on there. We don't want a straight line, do we? We need to have something coming over here. And maybe down the side here. There, that'll do. And again, we will bring in our, take away that, and bring in our 3D foam or dimensionals. And we're going to put one at the bottom, one at the top, and the same on all the others. Actually, this one might get 3 because he's got a wider base. Like myself, he has a wide bottom, but that's okay, we don't mind. So let's put the centre one in place first so that we can position the others on the sides. I'm going to go for here. And I think this might be my friend Ellen's Christmas card. I don't want it there. I'm going to go there. So there's a bit of colour behind it. And that one can go there. So, see? Very festive. Thank you, Mummy. Totally not your colours, I know. Particularly when we get the blue out. So let's put some base, some more 3D foam on there. Now, if you are in the UK and would fancy a weekend crafting with myself and Jill, we have just put an event up for our annual weekend retreat. This is a fabulous fun event in Fareham, just outside Southampton on the south coast in the UK. We have a limited number of spaces and we only have a couple left. So if you are thinking about joining us after seeing our advert or event or whatever you want to call it come up on Facebook, please let us know as soon as possible so that we can make sure that you have your place. There. Who said cactuses couldn't be fun for Christmas? They're fun for all year round, aren't they? Oh, these little beggars do get everywhere, don't they? So, there we have it. In less than 25 minutes, I have talked you through the whole kit and made 3 cards. And I've gone and made my own design for one of them. This is a really super simple kit, but I love the colour combos. It's really not one I would have gone. I would not have put, I want to call it Island Indigo, but that's not the name, Pretty Peacock with Granny Apple Green and Real Red. But it looks gorgeous. I love it. I love the little pops of glitter on the trees. I think that's very festive, very young and contemporary, and all together really rather beautiful. So there we have it. 3 Christmas cards in under 25 minutes. Wow, what can I say? They're gorgeous. So I do hope you've enjoyed that. It didn't take very long. And that is another benefit of kit crafting. They are quick. You can make a lot of cards in a short space of time that you will, you will always be unique, because although I've changed that up with those, where you place the stamps on the backgrounds is unique to you. You will always do it slightly different every time. So again, this kit is called Christmas Everywhere. I hope you've have a good week and will join me next week, and I will endeavour to create some more things with this kit. Different but lovely. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, my mum thinks they all look beautiful. I know they're not everyone's taste, but sometimes we need to work outside the box. And I think this is working outside the box. Take care. Have a good week. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.